YouTube. Night Piper here. Grateful to be with you again. I really appreciate my friend Volunteer Piper for hooking me up with a lot of you guys, subscribing to my page. And I've learned that you've subscribed to my page. I've subscribed to your page. But I'm going to be honest, I watch a lot of your videos. I like to sit right there, you can see it over there, and watch your videos while I'm having my morning coffee in my Presbyterian. Usually my morning tobacco of choice. Today, at this point in time, I'm having one of my favorite beverages. It's good. What this is something called Cumberland River Springs. Cumberland River Springs. I don't know if they have that in your area. Right now, we're paying about $75 a month for it. It used to be about $35 a month. And for some reason, the price of the Cumberland River Springs went up to like $75, so to $80 a month. So might as well drink it. Also, a lot of other people call it Metro Water Public Works. Some of the finest tap water in the country. Anyways, today I'm smoking the old Dunhill, and it's an old one. It looks terrible, but I don't really want to clean it up. The reason why is because this Dunhill was my father's. He's passed away. And let me see if I can read what this says on the back. It says, if I turn it this way, it says 1/3 something pound. I don't know. And I turn it this way. It says Dunhill, Shellbriar, England. And it's got some smaller writing on it that I can't really tell. But I think this is the pipe number here, which I'll take some better pictures of that. So this was my father's pipe. Now, today we're going to fire it up with a little miniature Maltese Falcon from GLPs. I don't know how many of you smoked Maltese Falcon. I like it. It's an English blend. I don't smoke aromatics in the old Dunhill. Usually just the traditional English blends like my father used to smoke. I actually don't know. I don't know what blend he used because he had it specially made. It almost smells like a cross between a Presbyterian and maybe an old Dublin from Peterson. Is the closest I've got to it. The reason I'm smoking Maltese Falcon is because I want to smoke Maltese Falcon at this point in time. What's a day without the Falcon? It's in a tobacco review, by the way. There's too many people doing those. But today, I'm going to talk about Dunhill pipes and my dad. Now, one might ask, as I fire up here, hold on just a second, please. One might ask, why are Dunhill so expensive? Well, they are expensive. See, I'm a Savinelli guy. I'm fine. Savinelli's got all that I need. I don't need anything more than Savinelli. Okay, this is the only Dunhill I have. My father had a lot of Dunhills. Well, he could afford them. He was a doctor, a medical doctor. He was a medical doctor that liked to smoke a pipe. And there were a couple of those guys in my hometown that were doctors that smoked pipes. What makes Dunhill so special? Well, there's two things that I can notice that make Dunhill special. First off, is that's a pretty thick pipe. You see that? That's a pretty thick pipe. But it's not, somehow it's not weighted. It's not heavy. The other thing, there's three things actually, is the tip of this. I know it's kind of gross to look at, but the tip of the pipe, notice I don't have a softy bit on there, because you don't need one. The Dunhills have a little give in the old mouthpiece there. It's just a little teeny give when you bite down on it, so you don't have to clench it. So it's a heavy pipe and you don't have to clench it. The other thing that's I found special about the Dunhill is that it stays lit. You know, I didn't pack this bowl any better than I did any other bowl. But somehow in the Dunhill, it stays lit. If my dad was alive, well, the thing that he would say to me is that, son, you have an appetite for Dunhill on a Dr. Graybo budget. It's probably what he would say to me. No offense to Dr. Graybos. But what I've decided I'm going to do is my father's birthday is in February. I should know the exact date, but I'm not good with dates. But I am going to buy a Dunhill every year on his birthday to pay homage to the man that filled my home and childhood up with this wonderful aroma of pipe tobacco. Well, you might ask, why do you smoke a pipe? Because I can leave this room and come back in here and it smells like my father's been in here. That's one reason I smoke tobacco, pipe tobacco. I do like this Maltese Falcon. It just tastes good. I don't know what the room note is. My bulldog's still laying here. He seems to like it. I'll put a picture of him up for you to see it. But yes, my father is the reason I smoke a pipe. And I'd like to know your reasons why you started smoking a pipe. I'd imagine a lot of them are the same reasons. My father also chewed tobacco on the golf course and when we fish, so of course I do that as well. So people say, hey, don't you know pipe smoking's bad for you? I'm like, well, my daddy was a doctor and he did it. So, just chills me out. Now, appreciate all my new friends on here. I hope to make more. I've already watched a lot of y'all's videos. I'll watch more. One gentleman said they'd like to see the Notre Dame room. Well, this is the Notre Dame room, but what I'm going to do is I'm not going to show the whole thing at once. You guys have like your box reveals or pipe, whatever Willie told me. I don't remember. But I'm going to do my own thing. I'm going to have a helmet reveal. As I said in my first edition, I make helmets. I refurbish old helmets, paint them, sand them, and put logos on them, decals, and turn them into new helmets. I don't sell them, I just put them up in this room. Now, in honor of Volunteer Piper and my father, who was a loyal Tennessee fan, who was my uncle, who was also a doctor, and my father were season ticket holders. And we go to Knoxville probably about 4 to 5 times a year. So, in honor of them, the first helmet I'm going to show you that I made was a Tennessee helmet. Tennessee helmet isn't really hard to make, if you can imagine. This is the old school Tennessee helmet. As you can see, I've got legit stickers on this helmet. And since Tennessee used to hit so hard back in the day, this face mask is loose because, in my mind, whoever wore this helmet knocked the crap out of people. Like a Reggie White or Bill Bates or even a Leonard Little, who actually did knock the crap out of somebody, no pun intended. But anyway, first helmet that I will show in my Night Piper helmet reveal is obviously the Tennessee helmet, in honor of Volunteer Piper and my late father. Maltese Falcon. Very good. I like it. Especially when you keep it these little fellas. I can throw that in the old lady's purse and be on our way. Again, thank you for watching. And thank you for letting me watch yours. It's fun to sit down and smoke a pipe with somebody. Speaking of Volunteer Piper, one of my next episodes I'm going to do I'm going to show some of his handiwork that he's done. He's got one of my Savinellis now, and he finished one of my old Ben Wades that I bought off eBay that was from the 50s or 60s. It's a very old pipe. So I'll show that pipe off next time. All right. That's all I got, man. Happy smoking. And we'll see you next time.